Hey everybody, this is Tina with 85th House Vibrations. How you guys doing? I know it's been quite a bit since I filmed a video. I think it was November of 2017. And I have a lot of, not excuses, but reasons for why I haven't filmed any videos. Let me start. I think I'm going to call this video Talking and Troubleshooting. Troubleshooting because I am working with a new webcam that I absolutely do not like. And this is the first time that I'm filming with it. I wanted to talk to you guys anyway. So, you know, things are going to be sloppy. Sloppier than usual. My Venus is in Virgo, but when it comes to me filming videos and stuff like that, I wouldn't say that precision and all that good stuff is my strong point. I really go raw, and that's cool. I like it that way. And that's gonna go at some point. We're gonna get into how the fact that I like it raw ties in with the fact that I haven't filmed any videos. There are some of you that know I'm laughing and some of you that don't. And we're just going to leave it there. Anyway, okay. So I miss you guys. That's for one. I know you wonder where I've been. And I came back to let you know I got a thing for you and I can't let go. It's a Bobby Caldwell song. Anyway, and I plan to be major goofy in my comeback. Don't call it a comeback. But I'm drinking one of these little things. This is not sponsored. This is called Buzzball, and I'm feeling right. It's Pisces season. I love Pisces season. Pisces. I can't even talk. I love Pisces season. Obviously. Okay. So let's get into talking and troubleshooting. Another thing that I'm struggling with right now is the fact that when I have my other webcam, it used to be here on the monitor so I could look straight ahead into the monitor. I've got the cam positioned over here and I can see out of the corner of my eye what's going on over here, and I want to look over here so bad. So yeah, troubleshooting, and I kind of need you guys' help. For those of you who have been around and have waited, for another video to come up, thank you. I appreciate the wait. I was at a restaurant the other day, a local restaurant, and I ran into somebody who had been watching my channel since last summer, and she was like, "Hey girl, where you been?" So I'm saying all of that to say that I know that there are some of you that actually really do stick around and just kind of wait, so I appreciate that. And for those of you that are new, ooh, good luck staying interested, because I'm going to be all over the place with this one. Okay, so reason one, I think we kind of already went over that, which is why I hadn't filmed, is technical difficulties, and hopefully we can work through all of that together. Also, whenever I'm on camera, I've been doing tarot. So for me to just sit here and look into the camera and just talk for right now just feels weird. This is something that I'm going to have to get used to. And you say, well, why? Because you read tarot and you're comfortable with that. But that's part of the conversation too. This channel is probably going to be taking a turn. Don't panic. Tarot is still part of that turn. But it's really not going to be the only thing that we do on this channel. Here's the ums. Okay, so I was making a point about technical difficulties, I think. And then I kind of went off into that, and I really don't want to get into how the channel, or why the channel is taking a turn. I'm not ready to address that yet. I was talking technical difficulties, webcam, moving. For a moment, I couldn't even detect. That's not important. Let's see, what else? The biggest reason. Let's go ahead and get into the go ahead. The other thing I want to mention is that I'm cooking dinner, so from time to time I'll probably have to get back to you. Damn, what was I about to say? Oh, I was about to address the biggest reason. But then another reason came up that I just forgot. Okay, the biggest reason, let's go ahead and go back to that. The biggest reason is because I was feeling uninspired. This channel was originally not meant to be a tarot channel, which is kind of what I was talking about just a moment ago, that I wasn't ready to address, but now I am. It was going to be an astrology channel. You know, while they are definitely under the same umbrella, they are not one and the same. But anyway, it was supposed to be an astrology channel, and I was going to talk about astrology. And I was going to do the same thing that everybody else did, right? It's going to go through the sun signs and the moon signs and, you know, all of that good stuff. And I probably still will, and I've made mention of that several times over the course of me doing tarot on this channel. I'm sure I'm still going to address those things, but probably in a haphazardly type of way. So this channel, like I said, originally was not supposed to be just a tarot channel. What ended up happening was I just turned my camera on one day and said, go for it. And it was tarot, which wasn't my intent. The other thing that, you know, kind of turned me off about it, now don't get me wrong, I love what I do, and I certainly enjoy having the interaction with you guys. But what kind of turned me off was the fact that I was following a format that I'd seen, you know, other people do, which is a great format. My thing is that we've already got several people that do it, and they do it very well. I'll give you a couple of examples. When I got into this on YouTube, and, you know, when I realized this was a thing, one of the first people that I ever watched do tarot was Gregory Scott. And he's on it. He's a Virgo. So every day he's doing his thing, and he's got his format, and he's very good at it, and that works for him. You know what I'm saying? Another person that I will watch all the time is Varouche, also a Virgo. And if let me tell you something. If you are looking for content out the wazoo, if you are looking for a tarot reading for every possible thing that could possibly be going on the planet, Varouche is your girl. She's reading about everything. Your dog, your cat. So, you know, if you're looking for that type of thing, there are people out here that already do it, and they do it well. And I just knew from the moment that I started that I wanted to do something different. Let me say now that this is probably going to be a two-parter, because, ooh, I'm ready to talk. Anyway, I knew that I wanted to do something different with the way that I, you know, presented the readings, and I just haven't come up with that. For all I know, I might end up back in the same format. But what I'm saying is I got a little bit uninspired over the past few months because I couldn't figure out a way to do it that, you know, felt original and comfortable for me. For those of you who have been for those of you who have been around for a while, you probably realize that I don't monetize. You know, I didn't start it to make money. At this point in the game, I don't know if I ever will. I didn't even know that that was a thing until my daughter told me, and that was after I started doing this. But I'm saying all of that to say that, you know, my not making videos doesn't affect me in the way that it affects some people. So I really had some time to just kind of sit up and think about what I wanted to do. I never came up with anything other than the fact that I missed talking to you guys, and I was ready to come back and say something and kind of let you guys know where my head was at and what I was thinking and where I wanted to go with this channel. I'm hoping that a lot of you guys, or all of you guys, will stay around. But I do understand, you know, some people just come for a particular thing. You know, they know what they want, and that's what they come for. Understood. All I'm saying is this is probably not going to be that type of channel anymore. It will still be primarily about astrology and tarot. I think, but it'll kind of be more about some of the abstract things that are on my mind in regards to those things. You know, I hope to really start talking about, you know, I might just decide to sit here one day and say, hey, the moon is in Aries, which it is right now. And, you know, you may be feeling motivated to really, really get something done, you know. And I may or may not talk about the aspects that the moon is making to the other planets. That's all I'm saying. You may get a 30-second video with me saying, moon is in Aries. You might be feeling fired up. Jump in on that opportunity to get something done and take your butt to sleep when the moon moves into Taurus. That's what I'm saying. You know, rather than me just laying out a few cards and saying that this is what's happening with the Knight of Cups and blah, blah, blah. That's great. I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But it's not exactly what I want to do. And if I'm not comfortable with what I'm giving you, then you're just kind of going to get some crap. So, listen. My thing has kind of been, I would rather provide you things that I'm connected to rather than just giving you an assembly line type of reading. Maybe I'm wrong for that, because while I may feel a little disconnected and not performing at my highest capacity, there may still be messages for somebody that needs it. So, you know, you guys can kind of let me know, what's your preference? Does it matter? You know, some people will just choose to go other routes, and others of you may give me some feedback as to what it is that you prefer. And of course, I can't please everybody. But if the majority of you is like, you know, go ahead and give me the assembly line version, then, well, you know, that's what we'll try to do. But I got to be real honest and tell you that you will probably not be getting your best or the best content. On the other hand, you know, if it's like, you know, well, give it to me when it's good, then I got you for sure. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I am now. The sun is currently in Pisces. Mercury has just moved into Pisces. Venus is in Pisces. I say all of this because Pisces is my favorite sign. I'm a Leo, but Pisces is my favorite sign, and I enjoy Pisces energy tremendously. And I rock with that very well because my moon and my rising is in Scorpio. So, you know, Pisces is my sister water sign. I'm much more of a Scorpio girl. We can take that all the way back to what I just said about, you know, I really don't want to talk about it if it's not the real deal. You know, I don't really take the Scorpio energy as the type of energy that just wants to sit around, superficial. You know, we've all heard it over and over again when it comes to talking about Scorpio. It's not a superficial thing. My rising and my moon are exact conjunct at 11 degrees and 17 minutes. I go Scorpio hard. So if I don't want to talk, I don't want to talk. And I'm not saying that, you know, like, I don't mean to be arrogant about that. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just like, it's like pulling teeth to get me to say things that are fluffy. I really don't like fluff. Even though Pisces is fluffy as hell. I love that kind of fluff. It's a spiritual, you know, blurred lines type of fluff. But I'm talking about just, you know, as far as wasting words and saying stuff just to be saying stuff, it's really just not my thing. So when I get to that point where I don't want to say anything and I want to get quiet and I really want to think about what my next move is, you know, sometimes that can take a long time. And I really apologize to the people that triggers, you know, if that makes any sense. Okay. So, okay, yeah, I've really kind of, is squaz a word? The past tense of squeeze in 15 minutes, but, you know, I still want to chat a little bit. But hold tight, I need to go check dinner. Okay guys, I have returned. So another thing, and y'all gonna be like, you so silly, that's so petty. Another thing that kind of took me out of doing YouTube was YouTube got rid of the YouTube editor. Alright, and that is what I used. I love the YouTube edit. I cannot talk. I love the YouTube editor. You know, it was simple. It did what I needed to do. And it was like, you know, I felt some type of way when I couldn't add my little intro, little outro anymore. Oh, I forgot a big thing. My accounts got hacked. All my business accounts got hacked. So I'm glad I remember that, because that reminds me that I need to go into the descriptions and change the email address and whatnot. So I got rid of all of that, and I'm starting over from scratch with new accounts. So that deterred me as well. Let's see. What else can I come up with? No, I'm not lying. Anyway, so let's go ahead and look at this astrologically. If you stuck around from the beginning of the video until now, I am a Leo sun with Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon. My Mars is in Aries, my Venus is in Virgo. My Mercury is in Cancer. Neptune in Sagittarius, Pluto's in Libra, Uranus is in Libra. What do you notice? Aside from Venus, I don't have any Earth in my chart. To say that I don't do well with commitment is a little bit tricky. Maybe obligation, so far as I perceive it, is a better way to say that. Because as far as commitment is concerned, I tend to stick to those well beyond the time that they should have been stick-to-able. That's that Scorpio rising and that Scorpio moon. I definitely will hold on to things that are unhealthy long past the time that they should have been let go. I do have an obsessive compulsive nature, but at the same time, you know, the Leo in me definitely shines. Look at my mane, it's blonde. You know, so many times I can tell the Leo if they have light hair. You know, it's certain things about the Leo that you can kind of just spot. And oddly enough, I can spot a Leo sun before I can spot a Leo rising. And that was off topic, but anyway. So yeah, but you know, anybody that knows astrology knows that Leo and Scorpio square one another. And squares are difficult, or considered to be tense or difficult aspects in astrology. But squares provide the most growth. Here's my thing. My Leo sun and my Leo sun at 13 degrees with the Scorpio moon and rising at 11 degrees and 17 minutes. That is a very, very tight square. So the way I've always looked at it, because I am a weirdo, is, you know, is I see the lion and the scorpion squaring off constantly. And this is my life. This is why I cannot seem to get ahead, because the lion and the scorpions are continuously squaring off. And you know, even though the lion's the king of the jungle, and I enjoy that title, trust me, I do. You know, them scorpions is some bad boogers. And it's been quite a few times that the scorpions have had the lion backed up in a corner, and there wasn't a damn thing he could do about it. But then there are other times when the lion, you know, gets the scorpions to run the other way. But this is the story of my life. I'm in this constant battle of my soul, which is my Leo sun and my life force. It's in a constant battle with my emotions and my subconscious, and the way that I see the world, and the way that the world sees me, and the way I map out things in the world. There's this constant battle, this constant squaring off. You know, they both want to do what they want to do. And, you know, generally it just turns into some big meltdown and somebody ends up hurt. Like I said before, between the scorpions and the lion, it's a mess. Wouldn't trade it for the world, because when they manage to get along, oh my God, the results are incredible. I cannot lie. So, you know, it keeps me going, but at the same time, it slows me down. I'm still, so far as I'm concerned, I mentioned having my sun in Leo, my Neptune, which is an outer planet, in Sagittarius, and having my Mars in Aries. That's a lot of fire. But I'm so watered down. I got Neptune in the first house too, so ooh, bless my heart. Oh, if you guys hadn't figured it out yet, this video is about me. You get it by now. I am Leo. But no, I mean, seriously, I just really wanted to sit down and chit chat and, you know, kind of talk about some stuff astrologically and in 3D, you know, talking about why I haven't been around. But, you know, I can't seem to stay away. We can talk about another thing that bothered me a little bit, or a lot of it, and it is the way that people behave on the good old World Wide Web. Yeah, I'm not with that. I don't, you know, my little Leo soul actually doesn't prefer the drama. I just want everybody to be cool. And I try to stay away from situations that can make me end up in a place to where I just go completely off. Now, I just said that I have a Leo sun with a Scorpio moon and rising, and Mars in Aries. It is it's a better idea for me to stay away from situations that can make me go off, rather than, you know, go ahead and go that way and then hope for the best. Especially with what I'm putting out to you guys. You know, I'm trying to send positive vibes, and, you know, we're doing the whole spirituality thing. But I know in my heart and my soul that, you know, if somebody sits behind the keyboard and says something that triggers me, I'm going to say something that I cannot take back. It has happened. And I feel like, you know, there's nowhere to hide with social media. And I'm so torn about how I feel about social media and having a presence on it. Because I know when you do that, you subject yourself to whatever is out there. You know, that's just kind of how it is. And I'm saying not in a tough guy way. I'm saying, and I don't want to be bothered with that I am not the one. So, you know, in my hiatus, yeah, I've spent a lot of time. I like makeup. This all ties in together. So I like makeup, you know, and this just happened, and it was because my husband started to get me all of this makeup. Maybe he was trying to say I was ugly. I don't know. No, it started with perfume, and then he has his ear to the pavement, so he knows what's going on and what's hot. And, you know, in the meantime, I'm just balled up, you know, on my little Scorpio den layer, whatever you want to call it. And so for the longest time, I had all of this makeup, and I just wouldn't use it. I mean, occasionally I wore a little makeup here and there, but I really wouldn't use it. So, you know, I had a girlfriend that was into watching these makeup videos on YouTube, and she would always say, "Oh, you need to watch such and such, such and such," and I was like, "Well." Well, you know, as I sat around and I looked at, you know, all of this makeup and all of this perfume and stuff that I had, I'm sorry, I'm looking outside my patio. I was like, oh, hold on, my son just came in. I smell food. Okay, sorry about that, my son just came in. Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about drama, and I wouldn't be tied to it, not saying something that I couldn't take back. Oh yeah, so anyway, I started looking at the little makeup videos, right? And kind of started getting into it and experimenting. And honestly, initially, when my husband was bringing me this stuff, I was so not into makeup that way that I didn't even know what I had. And, I'm not by any means an expert or guru. I just have a lot of makeup and decided that I was going to make use out of it. I was going to get some use out of it. And I fell in love in the process. But what I'm saying is, like, he was bringing me the Too Faced and Smashbox and, um, um, oh my gosh, Laura Mercier and Lemire, and maybe, if you guys want to see, you care, I'll show you some of the stuff, because I know how this age is. It's like pictures or it didn't happen. So anyway, yeah, I didn't even know what I had. I had no idea what these brands were and blah blah. So I just sat on this stuff. Anyway, I'm saying all of that to say I started watching these beauty videos and got into this whole beauty community thing, which then led into the drama channel community. And I was like, whew, is this how it goes down? Now, I know people talk shit on the internet, but I saw some stuff that I was like, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know that I was in a different community, the truth of the matter is, when I first started doing YouTube, I guess about a couple of months after I had done my first reading, there was some things that was going on in the YouTube community, and I can't remember who it was, honey. I don't engage, but I was a little bit hurt, because I was like, really, in the spiritual community? And yeah, and I've spent a lot of time trying to decide whether or not it's worth me putting myself out there, and like I said, and then doing or saying something that I can't take back. On the other hand, I'm so passionate about this. I absolutely love the whole astrology and tarot and rooms and the whole metaphysical thing and the experiences that I've had, and Kundalini and the information that I've been exposed to, and the people that I've met. Because even though I've been not on YouTube, I've done a couple of events, and I still do my private readings. So I haven't been completely disconnected. I've only been trying to decide what I wanted to do on YouTube, and whether or not I wanted to continue to do things on YouTube. And the truth of the matter is, I miss you guys, and I miss the interaction. But at the same time, I don't want to get stuck in a rut. I don't want to end up bored, because I know that's just going to lead to me shutting down. That's really, really a Scorpio thing. Shut down. Forget about it. And I got the two fixed signs, Leo and Scorpio, squaring off with each other. And man, that, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to get these fixed signs to sway. So, yeah, I really, really had to take some time to think about what I wanted to do and how I want to do it. And I still don't have any solid answers. But at the same time, I didn't want to stay away. I couldn't stay away. So I really, at this point, I really just kind of think that I'm just kind of gonna, it's Pisces season, right? I'm just gonna go with it, just whatever. And I hope y'all can rock with me. I hope you can ride with me, because I don't know where I'm going. But, I hope that some of you guys are willing to not know where you're going with me. I can't promise you consistency. What I can promise you is authentic me. I can promise you that. It just may not be all the time. At this point in the game, and it might change, my North Node is in Capricorn. Jesus Christ, I need some of that in my life. That could change, is what I'm saying. Maybe one day I will be about, okay, I just need to be consistent. I just need to get it out. This is how things get done. But as of right now, I'm like, it's either love, light, and flowers and fruit, or nothing at all. So, you know, I said that I was going to make this a two-parter, but, you know, I'm rambling like a dog, and I really think that I have made my point. And the biggest point is that I can't stay away. I miss you guys, and, you know, hopefully I will be getting back real soon with the new video. You know what? I'm gonna keep it just as random as we possibly can. I have some cards right here, and I'm just curious to see what card that I will pull. You know, just kind of based on this conversation. I have never ever. Oh, the Five of Cups reversed is on the bottom of the deck. So, you know, whatever disappointments that I may have been dealing with, I'm getting over them, and hopefully you guys are too. That's important, getting past your disappointments and your hurts, your setbacks, lost battles, getting past those things. You know, I gotta say, I really like the easiness of this video. Okay, that just fell. And that is, I don't even want to pick that up. That's the Justice card reversed. What y'all make of that? Go ahead and pick that up. It's actually not reversed. The way it fell like this, so I can't call it, right? But it's the Justice card. There's the Four of Pentacles too, and the handle on it. Anyway, so yeah, I think I was talking about getting past. Oh, I was saying how I just like the easiness. This is kind of the way I want to do it. I just want to get on here and talk. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'll go through the signs and I'll do the readings. Or sometimes I just might sit here and chit chat up a storm. And like I said, we talk astrology, or we talk tarot, whatever. It makes me think about the Peace Dealer, who I used to really be into. I would watch all the time, and I hadn't stopped watching these people that I've named because I don't like them anymore. Oh, that one fell. It's just that I got caught up in the beauty community. All of that nonsense. Two Pentacles. And that one fell. And oh, this one is the Seven of Swords reversed. It's a Moon and Aquarius card. So, you know, it's kind of like if I was trying to get away with something, time's up. All of this information that I've been holding on to, all of these thoughts and ideas that have been causing conflict in my head, that's over. And hopefully I will go back and even pick up these additional swords. I'll pick up that new information. I certainly sense the number 5 as being a theme. Even though I talked about the 5 of Cups reversed and the 7 of Swords. But he had 5 swords in his arms. It's freedom of expressions, creativity. And, I hope that I am getting back to that and releasing those fears, releasing that mental conflict. That's what the 7 of Swords reversed, because, I wanted to pull the cards in regards to this session. It's kind of what the 7 of Swords reverses. No, it's not kind of. That's exactly what the 7 of Swords was giving me. So, anyway, back to it, all over the place. And I'm actually going to post this video. I'm going to post it. God, I do miss this. The more I just sit here and play with these cards and talk to the camera, I'm like, I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. Miss it. Miss it. But yeah, I just want to incorporate a little bit more of me. Just being me. Because that's comfortable. That's what's blessed. Okay, so, you know, the Seven of Swords. It's really weird. Seven of Swords came up again, this time in an upright position. It just popped out. So, it wants to be seen. And the Two of Pentacles I've seen since I've been shuffling. Both times in the reverse position. Juggling responsibilities in the upright position. Probably making a choice about which one is the most important. What I'm having some difficulty understanding, though, is why the Seven of Swords came up again, but this time in the upright position. Thought we was getting past that Seven of Swords. Because, you know, that's a Moon in Aquarius card. And right now I'm not seeing the connection. We did have a solar eclipse in Aquarius. On the 15th. And I really think, too, that, you know, we had a lunar eclipse in my sign that happened at 11 degrees of Leo. Happened on top of my sun, because my sun is at, my natal sun is at 13 degrees of Leo. And then we had the solar eclipse at, I want to say, 27, 28 degrees of Aquarius. Which is, that didn't make any major connections to any of my, it's a partial eclipse. It didn't make any major connections to any of the planets on my chart. It did fall in my 4th house, though. And we can talk about that, but we won't. So, yeah, I'm a little confused with that. Seven of Swords that came up twice. The Two of Pentacles came up twice. And this is the last card that I'm going to pull. Just kind of, I want just to feel the energies out. Get back into a rhythm of pulling cards in front of the camera. Again, we were talking in troubleshooting. I hope you guys have got some coffee or something. The Empress, my dog. That is moi. Okay, yeah, the Empress. Great card. Great card. Major Arcana trumps everything that we've pulled. And, of course, the Empress is about, you know, giving birth to something. Now, you know, what we're giving birth to is to be determined. But this is, you know, somebody giving or making additional life force happen. No way can that be a bad thing. She's beautiful. Great card. The third major arcana, 3, is about communications and new beginnings. So let's talk new beginnings with the communication. I feel like I'm giving birth to a new way of being able to do what I do. And also giving birth to a new way of, you know, a new comfort level, if that makes any sense. At some point, you know, we got to do us. You got to do you, I got to do me, and it's got to be comfortable. Otherwise, it's just, it just becomes annoying. And I was getting annoyed. So I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks so much for listening. Feeling good about this. And, you know, I'll probably have some stuff up for March. So, thanks. Love you so much. Missed you guys.